Hello, spellcasters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my spellbook, and thank you for tuning into the 4th episode of our first level spell series. Today, we're going to be taking a look at an Artificer exclusive. May I introduce to you Arcane Weapon. This incredibly beautiful spell is found in the Unearthed Arcana pack. What that means is, sadly, as of yet, it is not canon to the 5e rule set. Hopefully soon it will be. I expect Wizards to release the Artificer as a playable class very soon, but right now it's still in testing, so you'll need your DM's discretion to be able to get this spell. I would find it highly... It's not unbalanced. I don't see why they wouldn't. Let's take a look at some mechanics though. The cast time is 1 bonus action. The range is self. The duration is 1 hour, and it is a concentration spell. The effect at a glance is as followed. You choose a weapon you are holding, imbue it with 1d6 elemental magic, which you can pick from acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. At higher levels, using a 3rd level spell slot or higher, you may maintain concentration for up to 8 hours. The components are somatic and verbal, meaning you have to gesture with your hand and speak forth an incantation. And the school is Transmutation, which is not terribly surprising. Now let's take a look at the full description here so that we are all on the same page. You channel arcane energy into one simple or martial weapon you are holding, and choose one damage type: acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage of the chosen type to any target you hit with the weapon. If the weapon isn't magical, it becomes a magical weapon for the spell's duration. As a bonus action, you can change the damage type, choosing from the options above. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using a 3rd level spell slot or higher, you can maintain your concentration on the spell for up to 8 hours. Super cool stuff, and not terribly unbalanced. If anything, I feel like it might be a little bit underwhelming. I'd like to see an additional damage die thrown in for burning up those higher level spell slots, but given the Artificer class as a whole, I can see why they didn't do that. That being said, very powerful stuff. I think one of the most important things in there is to be able to change the damage type with a bonus action, so essentially at will. Now, outside of combat, I actually struggled a little bit with making some alternative uses, and the best one I could think of was using your mastery of this weapon to impress or cause fear in NPCs in the area, potentially giving you advantage on persuasion or intimidation rolls. That's about all I could come up with in terms of genuine alternative uses. You can also argue that being able to change up that damage type on the fly makes it so essentially you'll never really have to worry about elemental resistances when it comes to your main weapon. It also doesn't specify that the weapon cannot be magical in addition to what you're doing to it, so I think this is quite a good spell for the Artificer. I could even see the Ranger really benefiting from this. The Ranger is quite an underwhelming class, all things considered. That being said, if you have any alternative uses for it, I would love to hear them down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow.